Maine has always been a magical place for me and many others. People flock to Maine to see, experience, and live within its pristine forests, its rocky coasts, and its quaint towns. There are three types of people who find themselves in Maine. Some of us were lucky enough to have been born and bred here. Some come to Maine for a short vacation. As these people enter the state, most of them drive past a sign at the border that says, "Maine, worth a visit? Worth a lifetime." Usually by the time they depart Maine's borders, they agree wholeheartedly. Some of them have such a good time that they become the third kind of person who shares a bit of time in Maine. The kind of person who has left another place to settle down where life is slower and simpler, but richer nonetheless. Now, Maine certainly is beautiful, but there's something more than just plain beauty that brings people flocking here year after year. There's a hidden magic in Maine that few people can pinpoint. It's a wild, wonderful forest that permeates the land and the sea. It's what has drawn artists, writers, and vacationers to Maine year after year. The magic of Maine is a shy magic. But if you're quiet and patient, you can catch a glimpse of it. Playing in the shadowy mud of the forest, skipping rocks into the cold Atlantic Ocean, and turning over every rock I could find is why I've discovered these hidden gems. I have discovered worlds that are found by children every day and dismissed by adults just as quickly. Captured in the leaves of this book are details of creatures long forgotten, events that humans are no longer invited to, and monsters that haunt us in the dark of night. This is a field guide to magic that has made Maine its home, and the reason why we feel blessed to have shared a bit of time in Maine. Boy, I'm telling you, chummy, I'd sure like to take credit for this book, you know, because I'm an unregistered guide and I've been out and about, but it's not me. It's my good friend Matt Watier, who's not only a good writer, but a great illustrator, who has created this field guide to the Secret Magicks of Maine. Oh, yes, chummy, let me tell you, in this book, there's some fantastic stories and pictures. What I'd like to do is just read one of them right to you. This is called The Frost Angels, and gander on that artwork. Only someone that could get up close to these creatures without scaring them away could get such detail on their canvas. Yeah, Matt's really good at out there in the woods. Frost Angels. Frost Angels are the bringers of winter. But don't be fooled. Frost Angels do not relish long, cold nights and darkness. The Frost Angels are benevolent winter spirits who once upon a time gave birth to the first snowflakes. Frost Angels bring the winter of sledding and hot cocoa, the winter of smiles, rosy cheeks, and softly drifting snow. These beautiful and delicate creatures have a very strong maternal instinct and often will congregate where children play. Though they are hard to spot against that snowy backdrop of a Maine winter, they are there. If you were to stop and listen carefully at a snowball fight or at the town sledding hill, you might hear them rustling through the trees, laughing and riding on the back of the wind. Because of their strong protective instinct, Frost Angels will often cling to children's windows at night, fending off darker creatures. They gain power in the depths of winter. Often the only visible traces of these tender guardians are the intricate runes of protection left written in morning frost on the window panes of children. Yes, sir. That's what you want this winter, is a frost angel beside you. Yeah. Well, as you can see, there's also creatures that come in the ice. There's also, there's a snow cow, of course. Well, back here, another creature I like. I, myself, am partial to a Flairian. I'm going to find that for you. Because if you've ever been to the coast of Maine, painters, you know, like Winslow Homer, N.C. Wyeth, and Edward Hopper have traveled to Maine and tried to capture its spectacular quality of light. The yellow-tinted palette of the Maine atmosphere has enchanted artists throughout time, but few know the true cause of its distinctive coloring. You, me, and Matt, that is. Those colors are produced by a translucent, glowing sprite called a Flairian. Flairians are the children of fire and sunlight. Flairians are known for their good nature and their benevolence toward humans. Many stories have been told of children being led out of the deep woods by creatures of light. During the day, the Flairians play and dance in the clouds, take naps hidden in the pools of light that filter through to the forest floor. These creatures, though very playful, are really quite shy, and at night they hide themselves in convenient light sources. Those who witness this particular fairy usually think that they have seen a shooting star or refracted light. Sailors, however, pay attention and special thanks to the Flairians, who have made lighthouses their most common roosting spots, where their presence causes the light to be brilliantly bright and unmistakable when seen from the sea. Yes, sir. Well, I'm telling you, this book is full of wonderful pictures and creatures like the knitters, lake sirens, keepers of the blue. I'm telling you, one person could not sit and read this in one setting. You have to kind of read a few at a time and digest it. Then go out into the woods and pick a quiet spot and reflect. And through the help of Matt Watier, next time you go out, you just might discover the secret magics of Maine. In the meantime, you can get this field guide online directly through Matt Watier, or ask wherever good books are sold to get one for you. And we'll leave you some information, dear. Remember, no matter where you go, there you are.